Why hello everybody, my name is Threatx and welcome to a game called AI War 2. So I've been sat around thinking, what do I want to play next on my channel? And there's a lot of games coming out very soon, but they're not out yet. So I thought in the interim, we will play one of my guilty pleasure strategy games, you see. So this is a game called AI War 2. It is a very large scale galaxy kind of roguelike conquest kind of game. You start off as a very small faction. You have to then fight an AI which has conquered the entire galaxy. Now, as you go around, you have to try and gain yourself more and more randomized fleet units or get bonuses, flagships, that kind of thing. And as you take over AI territory, it starts to notice you. And when it notices you, it wants to squish you. So it's a very cool game where you try and build an empire, kill the AI while balancing, not annoying it too fast so it kills you off. So what we'll be doing, I'm going to be diving into a new game. So I think at this point I want to try and do a harder mission called Betrayed Hope. Now, this, as it says here, a very difficult scenario. Basically, this is a level 7 AI out of 10, so it's quite powerful, but it spawns in pretty much every single faction you can think of that wants to try and kill you, because it's not just AI you got to fight. I also in this mission have to fight the nanocorps and mechanized plague, basically just flying around, spraying and fetching and destroying everything, like the ball, pretty much. Marauders, ancient human pirates that go around and attack anything they see, including the AI as well. And macrophage, which is a giant space bug of harvesters. Yeah, this game is crazy, guys. I really do love it. So, we'll dive right into it anyway, so we can see what this game is like. Let's go to setup mode. Now, you have got a few options when you do play the games. So as for this map, it does look very strange, don't get me wrong. You can actually customize maps in a massive degree. But because it's part of the mission itself, I won't mess with the settings here, because we want to make sure we're playing on the actual correct map type for this mission set here. So what I would normally do when I'm playing anyway is I try and find a nice system where I have a choke point. So you can actually have a big, like, fortress world where you have hundreds of turrets and anything that comes in the system, you just blow up right away. Unfortunately, though, that's not a thing in this map site. It seems to generally just be, yeah, buddy, you have to be surrounded by enemies. So I believe, with this in mind, I think we should probably go for this one. It's terrible. The game itself is mocking my choice, which is perfect. We'll start over here. Hopefully we can make a little bit of like a defense worlds nearby and go from there. As for factions, you can see the game's got a lot of its preset for you. We won't go through all this, we'll see it in game anyway, but for my own faction, I can actually customize what kind of fleet and stuff I start with. So what I was thinking of doing is I currently start with a classic fleet. Now, we'll go into it more detail in the game, but how you start this off depends on how many units you have and also what type of units they are. So I want to go for one of my favorite ones probably, which I believe should be Parasite Fleet. Yes, this is really fun. So parasites, I kid you not, they kill enemy units as you would expect, but if they kill a unit, it becomes a allied zombie version of that unit and it helps you fight the enemies. So you can literally eat their forces and turn it back against them. Yeah, this game's crazy. So go for Parasite Fleet, and as for the battle stations which spawn in defense turrets and stuff, I want to probably go for Webbed, which is like slow turrets, long range sniper turrets and that kind of thing, as well as going for Artillery. I like long range, what can I say? Or should I just go for core actually? No, let's go for Artillery. The bigger the stuff the better in my mind. Okay, finally, last thing we can pick is a support fleet. This is like a floating factory. So depending on what type you pick up, it does different things. So the combat factory spawns drones that fight in combat with you. The overloader goes around and I think it increases your speed. And the rejuvenator is really fast at repairing vessels and stuff. So we'll probably go for the rejuvenator. And apart from that, I believe we're good to go. Let's try it out. Here we are. So like I said, this is a proper like indie 4X kind of game here, so do not expect a massive graphic fidelity, but what this game does have is a lot of choice and a lot of cool battles. So here we are in the start of the game. It's my little system here. We have our floating human home fortress station. If this dies, the game is over, and there's probably a high chance this happening, by the way, so fingers crossed. Now you can see the game's already doing a few things itself, like the game is currently paused, by the way, so if I'm paused you can see stuff moving around. All these buildings do different things. So we have ourselves a mobile fleet unit, we have little cryopods which give you resources. In this game you really have, well, actually quite a few major resources, but for the most part it's like Supreme Commander, where you have metal. You generate metal, you use that metal to build new units, or devices and stuff, that kind of stuff like that. It's very, very important. Okay, so where's my military? This is my flagship. I got to say, it's not very exciting. It's just your transport ship. As it goes on, you can try and unlock or capture some really big, powerful flagships, but at the start, this thing only has one purpose, which is carrying units into battle. That's pretty much it. So as time goes on, you can see it's actually spawning out all these different units around it. This is actually coming from the factories, which are building up for us. So how this game works with military is you have kind of, well, I guess it's like blueprints in a way. So you go around, you capture new flag blueprints, and it builds units up to a set amount. So if I say, go out to the main map, you can see there's a bunch of different icons. This place here is a advanced research station. So if you go over to here and you try and capture it, you can use hacking points to unlock new types of blueprints for your main fleet. So this is how you expand out your influence, how you get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Anyway, without going too much detail, let's see what's going on nearby. Now, it does seem we have a pretty easy start here. You can generally see the power ratings of you and your enemy with these little numbers here. So currently my main fleet is a power rating of 3. It's not very strong, but the guys nearby are very weak as well. It gives you a very quick glance of what is a good idea to attack and what is too powerful to try and defeat. So by looking at it, it does seem we want to probably go for this place first so we can unlock the additional fleet lines for our navies. This also comes with the ability to capture another transport ship, so we have 2 flagships. Doesn't really sound that exciting, does it? Because you're like, oh wait, why would you need 2 useless flagships? Well, luckily for us, this guy comes with a bunch of fleet units inside him. So if we capture this, we get ourselves some Tesla corvettes, some suppressant frigates, harasser corvettes, and medic gunboats. Yeah, this game has some absolutely wild ideas with ship types. It's really interesting. So what we'd do, give it a few seconds, right? Everyone move this way to the place. So you've got to be very careful when it comes to what you're next to, because the AI can attack from pretty much any location in the galaxy if they have a warp gate there, which they normally do in every system. So you can see here, there's a warp gate. This means they might spawn in random attacks at times, or they might just attack you anyway with the forces they have nearby. The AI is very intelligent in this game, which is why it's called AI War 2. So we have nearly 8 power. That's going to attack, shall we? Off we go. So I can't actually see any enemies here, weirdly. It seems pretty calm right now. So what we do... They're cloaked! Oh no! We can fix this. We can fix this. You know I mentioned earlier about having a support factory? The one that comes with a bunch of like assistants and build ships on the fly. It also comes with 2 combat sentry frigates, which actually can detect cloaked units. If we bring this guy in, he will decloak the enemy, and we can see them. Although it looks like we've got a few of them in sight anyway, which is quite nice. Cool. So as time goes on here, you actually see there's a lot of shooting and stuff. The guys that are turning black with the yellow trim, they're the zombie units. They're the ones that are being converted into my own allies, which is pretty awesome. So as I just realized the combat sound was turned off from a prior playthrough. So as we try and go through here, we've got to try and knock out these watch posts, and we can also then capture the territory to actually own this base to ourselves. So as it goes for the economy, it's mostly in space in this game. There are some situations where you might have a cool planet you can capture, like you can capture like a Dyson sphere or something, but that's quite rare. That depends on the RNG of the map design. Good. These turrets will be destroyed. Excellent. So I think we definitely want to claim this territory. So this is where things get interesting with how it works with the AI's aggression. So right now, you have AI progress. Depending on how much you generate, depends on how much it cares about you. So right now, it doesn't care. It simply doesn't even know we're alive, pretty much. So if I go over here and destroy the station, it will increase AP by 20. And as you go up, it will get more and more unlocks to start attacking you and taking territory back, and also increase its general firepower for its units. Good. So now we've done this, we can actually claim the base of our own by building our own command center. Now what I'm going to do, you actually have 3 choices. You have military, logistics, and economy. They're all different things. So economy doesn't have many defense turrets, but it produces tons of resources. It makes loads of metal, and it also makes tons of energy. But what I'm going to do for this is build a military station. It has way more defense structures. So the idea is going to be, we plop this down next to this advanced research station. So what we're going to be doing, as we go and try and take over more fleet lines to get more units, we want to hack this. Unfortunately though, hacking something makes an enemy spawn in and try and stop you. So if I, for instance, do a hack right now, we would see we get 15 worth of attack value on this planet, which is kind of bad because that's quite a lot compared to my fleet right now. So hopefully we can try and get a little defense space around it and destroy them as they spawn in. Okay, apart from that though, what else have we got to do here? I think we also want to repair this guy as soon as possible. If I send off my engineers to go and deal with that quickly, because the quicker we get this unlocked, I can combine this fleet into our own. Excellent. Now, you can't combine flagships into the same fleet, unfortunately, but what you can do is you can go to the fleet tab and you can move stuff around. So I want to make sure the 4 things we just unlocked are moved over to the main fleet, which I think for now we're going to rename as the Royal Navy. Excellent. Does that mean anything calling it that? No, not really, but it's there. So with this vessel that's left alone, transports actually have a bit of a buff, where if you leave them on a planet, it increases production of metal and energy by 10%. So I move this back to my capital, and it can give us a bit of a hand when it comes to income. Ooh, while we're doing this, by the way, my home world, I'm going to build an extra force field generator to get some more defense. And I'm also going to plop down a few sniper turrets. Sniper turrets. This will kill enemies that come into range. So if I double click, it auto places them around the edge of the system, because these turrets have infinite range. They can shoot anywhere at any time. So it means if they come and attack, they'd be kind of awkward. They have to go around the edges to kill all my turrets. Cool. Now, this will be quite expensive. So you can see it's using a bit of energy right now to try and actually build these. So we've got to make sure we have energy in reserve for like big military campaigns. So we'll be in a bit of trouble there. Okay, they're doing their job. Excellent. Back over here. So, what do we want to do next? There's also a disable resistance fighter beacon. So this game has factions like we saw a bit earlier with the nano course and stuff like that. If I want to, I can try and hack them and bring in allied factions as well. So these are just random human allies which will decide literally whenever they want to help you attack or defend systems, which is pretty cool. So what we'll do this first because it only has 7 points if we try and spawn this in. Let's have a look. So we've got 16 strength ourselves. Now, something I haven't done yet is technology. So currently we have 15,000 technology. If I go and have a look, I can upgrade different weapon types, hull types, civilian infrastructure, all those kind of things. So what we need to do is figure out what ship types I want for my military, and then just try and upgrade those particular ship types. So for instance, because I got parasite ships, they're counting as exotic damage type. These guys over here. You can see at a glance, I currently have 3 types of units that are exotic. So we're going to improve these, and it kind of upgrades every single hull of that weapon type to become stronger, which is really handy. So I'll upgrade the exotic for now, and I think we'll also upgrade core, which also makes the cyber turrets more powerful as well. Good. Okay. With that out of the way, let's do this, shall we? Intensity 7. The game's very dynamic. The game's very nice when it lets you choose what allies you bring in or enemies. You can change your difficulty setting. It goes from 1 to 10. So what I normally like to do is match difficulty setting with the AI I'm fighting, which is level 7. Okay, so we're hacking now. It takes a minute, and it kind of spawns the stuff as we go here, but for the most part, it should be fine. Oh, we've run out of energy already, or metal? The good news is that we finished the sniper wall, so at least this space is now defended. It's got 34 defense strength, which is pretty good. At least for now, anyway. Probably won't last that long. Another 40 seconds. And after that, we'll try and grab this fella. Now, what's a funky station, isn't it? I guess we can try and bring in additional turrets to help defend the outskirts here. But at least for the start, I think we should be fine just attacking it by ourselves. Okay, 5 more seconds. I feel really bad for these enemies. Every hack you do, by the way, increases the danger of new hacks, so it will ramp up quite quickly. This is more of like a long-term game where you've got to try and figure out what to do, what's the best action moves AP you have. If you just go randomly attack every nation next to you, you're probably going to die. So, let's get some AI ship lines, shall we? So we've got 4 options. If I press control, you can see what type of unit type they are. So you can see that we have 2 options, which is exotic and core, which are already upgraded. Now what I might go for, durable armored ship or fast cloaked swarmer. Okay, so looking at the 2 units we have available, clearly there's a big difference already, right? Because you got the Hydra, you get 51 of them, and they have 2 defense attack rating. I'm not going to go exclusively off this, by the way, but it is a good metric to see what's a good and bad ship. But what I will say is these gunboats, or gunbots, sorry, are cloaked, which is really interesting, which are cloaked and fast, but they do really good damage against high armor targets. So if we get attacked by big capital ships, this would be really, really helpful. So I think we'll go for these guys. And of course you get 236 of them, so that's a lot of units. Good. Hack away. So every station you have, you can actually do it 3 times. So you get 3 different units. But every time you do it, the amount of danger increases dramatically. So the last one we might not be able to do with our current strength rating. Cool. The shield, by the way, actually pushes enemies back, so you can use it to kind of like block certain areas. It's pretty handy. Excellent. Okay. Next. We can pick more units again. So it looks like I now have an option to get another parasite, which I think we'll go for, because the more stuff we convert to our side in combat, the more passive strength we get. There's also a warbird frigate, which is pretty fun actually. Fast cloaked light frigate with multi-shot paralysis. Fast cloaked frigate with multi-shot paralyzing rockets. It does sound pretty wild, but no, we'll go for the parasites, I think. Good. So the AI zombies, by the way, they actually, I don't control them. They do their own thing. So what's going to happen is they just go around my territory and patrol it. That's pretty much it. So over time, if I get attacked somewhere, they'll probably fly over there and defend me, which is really useful because it means you have like a big static defense force that grows larger and larger. Oh, there's a lot more this time. Ooh. What to pick for the last one? We'll decide in a second. For now, though, we're trying to kill the remaining enemies. And it looks like they're actually attacking my home mode as well. But lucky with the turrets, it shouldn't be a problem. You can kind of see already that they're shooting a lot of sniper bullets over here. But we probably should get some more anti-swarm stuff, right? Core, subterfuge, piercing. I think what we do is we go for some piercing turrets. Now, unfortunately, because we haven't got a choke point, we can get attacked from either side. So it's going to be a bit awkward. I think probably the best course action would be to build stuff inside the actual defense ring in the middle. So then no matter what side they're coming from, they're defending regardless. So I'm actually going to plop down probably like 10 fusion turrets. This guy shoots 5 targets at the same time, which would be very good against this kind of attack enemy. Hopefully, anyway. Cool. So we'll leave those. Oh, is there more coming? If the AI sees a chance that they can kill your base, they will go for it. So hopefully we can defend up a little bit more in the future. Oh, also there's an attack wave coming in 20 seconds, which has got 20 strength. But it should be fine. We've got 61 strength here. It shouldn't be a problem. Go, my turrets. Destroy them all. This looks super funky. I don't even know what I'm looking at right there. They're really hanging in there, aren't they? So what I was going to say back over here, though, is with the final unlock we can get, I think I'll go for this piercing one. Because piercing's really good against capital ships in general, like the weapon type. And we haven't really got too much with that. Core's generally like a jack of all trades weapon type. Exotic is, of course, all over the place with weird effects. And I think having piercing would be a good idea. So if we go over to here, we'll unlock this. Done. God, we really are struggling to get rid of these guys. The last unit type I'll probably unlock would be probably like an AoE one, so we can get rid of swarms faster. I always want to make sure we have a good balance of weapon types here. Cool, done. Good job, everybody. Back over here. Excellent. So with that out of the way, let's capture the last unit type. Yeah, Stingray Hydra. I kind of was tempted to go for this mine layer, but ambush is very, it's like exotic, it's very situational. It's not going to be useful in most situations, but it would be cool having a guy that spawns mines, which just sounds pretty fun. Piercing. So what does this guy do? It's a quick swarmer type that deals greatly increased damage to bubble force fields and spawns copies of itself upon death. Sounds sounds interesting. I'll go for it. Okay, we should get attacked in a second. So where do we want to go next? We can't, of course, attack everything, so we want to make sure we get ourselves a good mobile attack force, which we're already working on now, and probably some good defenses. Because most places you build, you can't actually spawn that many turrets. For instance, this place only has 3 types. So if I was to leave without my fleet and it got attacked, it probably would lose to an enemy invasion. So I'll probably go for this defensive base next. This is exactly the same as the fleet spawner, where instead of fleet units, you unlock turrets, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of enemies here, but we absolutely smashed it. Something I like, by the way, is you can see the metal loss in value. So I've lost 1.3 million, they've lost 3 million. So we got a great KD ratio right now. Wait, have I got tractor ships? Oh, they got tractor ships. These blue lines are people dragging units. Oh, it's my one, sorry. So it's really interesting. If you so you can actually use it in really cool effects. You can go into a system with a lot of enemies. You can use a tractor beam to then drag them back through the wormhole and kill them with your defenses. It's a pretty funky thing. Problem is, the AI can do it as well, which is quite bad. Cleared. Good stuff, everybody. Back over this way. They're still randomly sending some units to attack my capital, but it's just not enough for the most part. No, my mine. Mines don't really give you that much money, to be honest. 82 a second. It's all right. You can get a lot more income from other sources. Okay, I think what we'll do for now is we'll leave this as a military base, because it's kind of like on the board of all these random locations, and we'll try and secure this internal section first. So what I think I'll do, let's build a group of defense units. Actually, no, let's not do it for now. The thing I'm a bit worried about is, depending on what kind of turrets we unlock, we might have to change our defense strategy. So I think we'll get the turret schematics first and see what we find. For instance, you can just get loads of sniper turrets and it should be fine no matter where you put them. Or it could be like bastion turrets that have to be like behind a shield generator. That kind of thing. Okay, attack next target. Oh! My human friends have arrived. Thanks, guys. They only bought 9 combat strength, but it's better than nothing, right? They seem to have a bit of trouble here. Killing these. Okay, so now we've got most of the enemies killed in this location. Let's go and grab the turret schematic base. And this one, I don't think we will make it into a military base this time. I believe we should be okay regardless. I'll make this one the military base instead. It's got loads of connecting points to other regions, and it kind of secures this general area. So for the other bases that are not meant to be military, I'm going to make them economic. So they get a, what was it, 150% increase in income or something like that? No, so we'll make it economic instead, so we can get some more money coming with metal and energy. Because every unit I build needs energy to maintain it. So it's kind of like a unit cap in a way. Economic station, I'll put it over in the corner. Done. Good. Okay, everybody, move over to the turret schematic. We'll see if we can nick him. Oh, wait. Do I not have enough hacking points? Well, that's bad. You get hacking points from capturing planets and stuff, so a bit awkward. We should get a little bit more in a second, though, right? There you go. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more now. Good. So, what can we get? Let's have a look. Acid turret, makeshift turret, ambush turret, and shredder. Honestly, not great offerings from the RNG gods here, but the acid turret does hit multiple enemies, and it does do damage over time. It's really... we have to go for it. We have to go for it. Okay, as they capture that, let's look at elsewhere. So we can go and capture another transport. We can go and attack a warden base, which is like a meeting point for a bunch of enemy fleets, as well as a distribution node. You know that, guys? Cool. I want to move, though, towards more places to get more ship types. Though currently, if we look at this map here, there's actually none of those anywhere. The only thing I can see that might be useful is there's a flagship, Lost Spire frigate. This is like a actual combat flagship, though compared to the ones you get later in the game, this is very weak. So it's not like a major allied unit to grab here. There's a lot of random flagships, isn't there? There's loads. Why are there so many flagships everywhere? Choices. Perhaps too many choices, some may say. Anyway, so let's go back over here for now as we capture more turrets. We can't afford any more, so we're going to have to go and capture more territory regardless. Cool. So what I might do is I think we want to move towards like the big choke pointy areas at least initially. So if I, for instance, go and capture this one, I can make it into a bastion world, and then I can maybe try and capture this general area. Also, as we move in, you kind of unlock more of the map. So you figure out what's inside. So if we do move here and capture this base, we should be able to see a lot further into the rest of their army. So I think what we'll do, we're going to weirdly attack this place with our units, but not actually take it over. We're going to leave it be to not waste AP. Or AIP, shall I say. We can kind of clear it out anyway. It does mean that they can still reinforcements if they can get to it, and they can also spawn in attack waves from the gate. But for the most part, it does mean it's kind of safe-ish. Is there some more cloak units over there? Yeah, there's cloak units over there. Still haven't got anyone that can see them though, unfortunately. We'll bring back over the engineer and he can give us a bit of a hand. MLRS. Cool. I'm still waiting for the engineer to show up so we can see the rest of the enemy units. They were quite far away though. I think he's just arrived though. There you go. Enemy spotted. Ooh, there's a big attack wave coming in 2 minutes onto my new economic planet. Now, with their defense strength, they won't be able to hold off, honestly, very much at all. We can probably build some units so to help us defend a little bit. Now, how this works, by the way, if you put defense turrets inside a bubble, it actually causes a bit of a problem. Oh, they're also attacking my side base. That's not good. Oh, these are the random pirates that can attack you. Oh. Yeah, that's not good at all. Let's build some more defense turrets around and about. This is not going to be final, by the way. I will modify all this later on. Okay, for now, can you guys head back? Give them a bit of a hand. The good news is, wait. I thought the pirates should be killing the AI. They seem to be allied. Oh, no. Is that actually... Are they actually allied? Hostile to player only. Oh, no. So you can have 3 options, right, with Marauders. You can have ones that are hostile to all, ones that are hostile to the player only, and ones that are hostile to AI only. And it's pretty bad that they only want to fight me. That's honestly disastrous. So they can attack at any time. Now, with Marauders, though, there is a big catch here. If you manage to stop them from getting any territory, you should be fine. They grow based on how much land they own. So level 1 would probably just be limited to this kind of attack. So it shouldn't be too problematic, hopefully. We need reinforcements. They're flying over there, but they're super slow. Luckily, the zombies are doing a bit of damage here to stop them from destroying the actual AI base. Oh, sorry, my base. If you lose a military command station, you can rebuild it. But every time you lose one, it spawns an attack wave from the AI to your home world directly. So you want to avoid it. Pretty much as an imperative for it. Because you can have a situation where they have like 5 or 6 base kills in a row. Then you just get ganked by hundreds of enemy ships and you just die. The problem is, I'm running over here to defend this place, but there's also going to be attack in this location as well. A pretty big attack, speaking of that. Okay, we won here. Retreat. The zombies can take care of the rest. Go and take care of the other attack. So as time goes on, they should hopefully build more and more of these attack turrets. Their attack range isn't great, though, as far as I remember. Actually, how do I see the attack range? Alt? No. There's a hotkey to show you, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now. Okay, this is your second attack. We've managed to grab a lot of them in tractor beams, which doesn't do too much if they're not actually... We've got a lot of them in the... Oh, looks like we've already got... The battle's already underway. We've got a lot of them in tractor beams. Not very useful for these type of enemy units, but if you, for instance, tractor beam melee units, you stop them from being attacked to be able to attack you, so it's super handy. Good. Okay, so let's go back to our campaign to take over this location over here. And it looks like my friends have finished taking care of all the enemies in this location as well. Cool. You guys done yet? Definitely need more AoE. Without a doubt. Cool. We'll group up first and we'll go and attack. So, apart from that, I think things are going okay. They're now actually going to start building up all the turrets nearby, which should give us a bit of a hand. We can also put down these sensor arrays, so if the enemy spawns in cloaked units, we'll be able to spot them as they come into the base, as well as some tractor beams. Now, these aren't going to be killing anybody, but they at least give you an opportunity to grab some if they're going to rush you, and also keep some at bay as well. But they will just die and be respawned at some point as well, like most other things. I like how their unit icon is literally a tank. That's not like a tank to me, though. That looks like some kind of... it's just a gun. It's just a gun with some wings. That's pretty much it. Okay, is the main force ready? Let's attack. Excellent. You can see at a glance, by the way, how powerful an enemy is with their little mark icons. So I think it goes at level 7. So most of my units are level 3 or level 1 at the moment. Same for them. But as I mentioned earlier, every time you rank up the general AIP progress, so in this case it would be level 100. So in this case it would be if they get to a level 100, they'll get +1 mark on all units in the game, which is quite bad. You are now my tractor beam guardian. Welcome. Cloak units again. We're sending the anti-cloakers. There you go. They've actually got 150 units inside these watch posts, which doesn't sound... It sounds bad, but they're mostly just going to be level 1 units, or level 3 in this case, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, reinforcements. Hey, guys. So I definitely want to take over the base here. What we're going to do is we're going to build 2 command stations. So I'm actually going to initially build a logistics one, which has higher scouting range, and I'll delete that and replace it with a military one afterwards. My friends, destroy the command center. This is going to unlock reconquest waves, which should be okay. Good. Now we can see a bit further. Oh, damn it. We need this. Okay. Let's go back inside, and I'm going to make the logistics base quickly. So how do we get inside this area? How do we attack it? It was from Draconi, right? So over here I build the base. I want to lock down the entrance to my main territory, so we make sure the military bastion is in this area. And this should do nothing. I thought it was going to unlock more scouting for me. Maybe I got the mechanics wrong there, clearly. Wait, you can't enter this circle unless you go into here? How weird is that? Yeah, that's strange. I'm not sure how I feel about that. At least this means if we do capture, like, this point, we can slowly capture all these territories if we wanted to. And lock down large amounts of territory. Interesting. Anyway, so, we have this guy. We're switching back over now to the military base. It's going to be a military fortress world. And for now, we just have some acid turrets, I think. Swing out a little bit. And that should be enough defenses for now, I think. So, out of the new lands we've scouted, there's a new turret schematic, which could be useful. I also head back this way anyway for now with the fleet. There's also a AI data center. So these are really handy. If you destroy one of these, you reduce the enemy AIP progress by 20. So basically it means you get like an extra 20 points to capture a bit more land before you rank up the enemy. So I would definitely want to focus on that as soon as possible. Apart from that though, we didn't really get any more unlocks, to be honest. Nothing here is really screaming at me. We have got some advanced factories. So for instance, there's a cruiser construction facility. These give you some extremely powerful units, but they cost AIP to unlock. So it's kind of like, it's a good idea, but bad at the same time. For instance, in this situation, getting one of these is equivalent to like taking over a whole territory. So for instance, this cruiser spawns in infinite mosquito drones. So pretty wild. And the Tempest, what does this one do? The Tempest cruiser is a bombard-style siege ship that fires in bursts and deals more damage to distant targets. Pretty cool. Wait, what's that damage type? Damage type is... I don't think it's one we own, unfortunately. I'm struggling to figure out the damage type here. So the damage type is meant to be disruptive, and this one's artillery, so we don't have either of those, unfortunately. We've also got destroyers, which is the same kind of concept, but a bit weaker. So we have artillery again, and splash. Not the best type of unlock for me here, but I did say I wanted to get some kind of AoE unit type, so maybe we can go for the splash one. What does this do? The tornado destroyer is equipped with an enhanced Molotov grenade launcher that causes target weapons to overheat, reducing their rate of fire. Tesla wars revolve around the tornado, dealing electric damage to units within its area of effect. Interesting. And tempting. It is tempting to try and get this. It will put us back by 15 AIP though, so this is some very expensive stuff. Anyway, for now, we're back over with the turret schematic, and we're going to unlock a new turret, so we've got some more hacking points. Oh, good. So we have two options this time. Now, ablative is good against stuff with high radiation shielding. Not sure how to even identify that myself, but this is more interesting for me. This is the nucleophilic turret. This is actually very good against strong targets, so brilliant against enemy flagships. So I definitely want to get this unlocked for our main fleet here. Good. We can go and get this, the Scourge. The problem I'm going to say though is I might avoid this for one reason, which is performance, because this kind of faction spawns in infinite amounts of units, and every time it catches territory it spawns in more units. It can literally overload even the most powerful CPUs if you have tens of thousands of units in the game. It's, yeah. It gets a bit wild if you have too many, because the AI's already got one of those type of units. That's why I'm being a bit hesitant there, but we'll leave those guys off. Did we unlock turret? I think we did. Let's make sure we put some of these down over here as well. Don't mind me. Excellent. And we'll also put some of them down on my other base as well. So I don't want to build too many static defenses, but at least until we get like a good roster, I want to build quite a few. Because they get attacked all the time anyway. The AI knows we are here now, so they're just going to be like, oh, let's try and squish this human. Good. So next up, I need 54 hacking, which is going to spawn a wave of 188 attack power, which is double what we currently have. So I think we want to probably leave that one alone for now. Just going to put it out there. Okay, let's head over... Where do you want to go next? Black hole machine? Okay, so the AI has random powerful unit types as well. This is one of them, by the way. So this simply just stops all units inside the system from escaping via warp. Which doesn't sound that bad, right? Oh, whatever, just kill it. It doesn't matter. If you kill this, you get 5 AP. So I would rather go around it and go somewhere else. Similarly, by the way, the AI has giant sniper turrets. It has giant mass drivers. It's got a few big-ass weapons that help defend it against my armies for sure. Good. Looking pretty powerful. In theory, by the way, the AI zombies will get to the point where they might attack near... Oh, they've already done it. They've literally just cleared out the system for me. There's no one alive in here. They do start just going over and spilling over at times. Oh, it reminds me. Every time you play this game, you have options you can pick for your own... Not this one. Sorry, Galaxy Wide options? Yes. So I can change it. So my own repair units actually repair my ally units. Now, a lot of these are advanced, so for instance, if you want to cheat and you want to play a different type of game, you can make it so your AI allies can destroy command stations and expand for you. But we're not doing that, because that will, let's just say, escalate things beyond our control. But we will put it on AI share vision, so we can see what my allies see, and also my allies will repair them if they see them nearby, because a lot of them take damage, and that's it, they're screwed, right? But if they go inside my territory, the engineers should go and give them a little bit of a buzz up, and they get some repairs. Pretty cool. Okay. So definitely want to go up. Oh, now this base is actually a bit stronger than the other ones. It's got 41 defenses, but we are strong enough to take it down. We've got 80 strength for our stealth. I've got to remember as well to bring along with me the combat factory. This will provide, even if we go to enemy territory, as long as we have this guy with us, he will continually build reinforcements for us, which is pretty powerful. Technology. So I think what I'm going to do, we're going to increase, we've got 7,000 tech points. I'm going to spend 5,000 on making exotic to level 3, which is very expensive, but we get 15 more attack power and 35 defense power. Now, I never personally go above level, well, 3 myself, because in the game, you have these technology vaults. They randomly spawn in. I don't know what they're all going to be at this point, but they upgrade a weapon type or technology type by 1. So in theory, if I find one for exotic, I can get to level 4 without spending 7,000 science points, which is quite important. Now, science, by the way, is limited. So you generate science from planets. So you can see here, Sakura only has 135 science left. Once that's gone, it won't generate any more for the rest of the game. So you got to try and balance out what you have. Do you want a lot of territory but more angry enemies? It's a big balancing act. Okay, so military, go to Stormlight's Enigma. We're being attacked by a Marauder again. Where was it attacking? Sorry, Draconi. That shouldn't matter. There's no... It's just attacking some random pirates. Oh, sorry, some random zombies I have here. I don't know why it's even bothering. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Brilliant. So, I think we want to go left then, right? And get over to this system to get ourselves some more AIP. Then after that, we go somewhere else. I'm grabbing this now because these attack locations are quite low level. 40 strength, 29 strength. It should be easy to knock them out there. I don't know what to do after that, to be honest. I was thinking I might go over and grab the other turret schematic just to get some more defense units. And also being nearby should allow us to scan a bit more and figure out what's in the rest of these territories. At least I hope so anyway. How you guys looking? Cleared. Okay, next target. Oh, there's cloak ships here again. Damn it. I don't know why the AI has personalities, by the way, so depending on what type you're fighting, they have totally different strategies. Oh, this one is literally a ghost AI. That explains it. So they're obsessed with being stealthy. You can have ones that are obsessed with, like, giant war machines. It really does depend. Dead. Which even suggest I should really then make sure I put down the... Oh, it's already happened. Oh, wait, what the hell? They've got some sniper units, which is bad because, believe it or not, I haven't got anything to shoot them, so they're just going to shoot us forever. But I would point out, our engineers should heal, I guess, so it shouldn't be too bad. This place is more protected than they said it was going to be. It has some mobile defense units by the looks of it. You can normally tell, because you've got different types of AI inside the main force. This is Sentinel, so these are the defense forces. You have, as well, Praetorians and Hunter fleets. The Hunter fleets are the ones you got to mind out for. In fact, that's in there, right? Yeah. Hunter fleets are intelligent, so they would only attack you if they're going to win, and they would go to, like, the weakest part of your empire. So, for instance, they might now decide to fly around me and go and attack this place if it was weaker, for instance. Definitely need to get some more cloaking scans, because I think we're being shot from over here. There's one. There you go. Whoa, there's actually way more than I thought there was going to be. Oh, so what's happening now, by the way, is that because they know they're going to lose, they're retreating their mobile forces to go and join one of the defense fleets I mentioned earlier. So they're trying to not waste their forces in this battle. Good. Okay, so with that out of the way, we've got 2 more jumps to go. You can't go doing this infinitely, by the way. Eventually, you will cause a situation... Wait. There's someone there. And over here as well. The watch posts are the ones that hold reinforcements for the AI, so you want to make sure you always destroy them. Okay, there's one more to destroy my head off. This, by the way, is a spy frigate. It looks really cool. It's like an extra dimensional. Flagship. It's only a small one though, but you can actually, if you're lucky, you can find the spire unlock when it comes to these like factions, and you can actually bring them into the galaxy, build up their massive bases, so they have like these giant, crazy crystal homeworlds, and then you can go and spawn in their massive ship types and fight the AI pretty much on even terms. You can actually bring in such large power. It's more of like a classic RTS at that point, like actually fighting man to man. Regardless of that though, have we killed all the enemies nearby? Nearly. I'll get rid of this first and then move on. Good. Okay, next mission. Yeah, anyway, I was saying earlier, you can't go infinitely into enemy territory because it spawns deep strikes eventually, so you have to be near-ish to your bases. But there shouldn't be really much stopping me from going one more jump in. We gank this, and then we retreat. Okay, are we ready? Next. Oh, it killed my flagship! That would have been from this turret. The turrets are normally anti-flagship, so if we get rid of this first... This one doesn't actually cause any issues if you kill it, by the way, so it's just going just to knock it out. I've tried this like 10 times, I couldn't get it to work. The enemy outnumbers me here. They have an advantage, so this would be a losing battle if we try and stick it out. I think what we do then, we're going to just run through, kill this, and then retreat back to the main base. AI, factory, retreat. All units, charge! It's a suicide charge. As long as we kill it, I don't care. By the way, this place has an eye. Eyes have different abilities, but they only activate if you have the advantage in a territory. This one in particular shoots plasma beams, so not actually that powerful. Oh, it's working though. The worst ones are ones that spawn in additional units, though it's very good against my swarm tactics though. Are we going to kill this in time? Come on, I want to see DPS. DPS. I don't know if we've got enough DPS to win this. Hopefully the mugger fleets do a bit more damage. Okay, we've gotten some HP in. The shield's still holding. Come on. Dead. Got it. Okay, retreat. So if you unfortunately lose your forces, you just rebuild them, right? But if you lose too many in one area, the AI starts creating a counterattack against you, which can ramp up to hundreds of ships attacking you after you've lost the battle. So I want to make sure we retreat now and not spawn one of those in. I would say the good news is, by the way, we have the mugger fleets. These are level 6 mark because they use exotic and piercing damage, so they are very powerful. I don't know if they can even be killed by these lower level units, to be honest, but what we could possibly do is nothing. So normally I would try and stay in this system and destroy all the watch posts, but I literally can't see them. Oh wait, I don't think they have any watch posts left. If that's the case... No, it won't let me do it. So these are normally protected by the watch posts. If you haven't killed enough of them, it forms a infinitely powerful defense shield around it, so you can't even break it. Though it does say there's currently 5 guard posts on this planet. I just can't see them because of the cloaking, so we'll just have to leave here. Run away! Cool. So, with that out of the way, I definitely want to go over here next, right? So we'll sit here for a little bit, because we need to give the flagship time to heal itself up, and then also spawn back in all the units that's lost. So it should start spawning them in quickly. At least I think it should. There you go. That's what I want to see. Oh, counterattack. This is what I was talking about. Should be okay, though. Oh, I see what's gone wrong. They've captured the rest of my parasites, so they're going to just get more and more counterattack value. But level 32, I can take that. It's not a problem. If you try and stay in a losing battle for like 5 minutes, you can rank up infinite amounts of counterattack value, and then you just lose the game if it launches, so... Okay, so those guys are cursed. Let's give them a little bit of time to get the fleet strength back up and running. So we're currently on 600 ships out of 1,000, so sooner you get a little bit more here. There should be enough strength, though, to start knocking down enemies nearby, so I think we'll move back into this system with the flag... Okay, so looks like we got ourselves a little bit of power back up. We're not at full strength yet. We got still like another 300 ships to build, but for the most part, we're good to go. Cool. Yeah, so hopefully we find some better fleet spawning kind of areas next, because I really need to get some bigger fleet power. I mean, we're already quite strong anyway, I would say, compared to the map's defense values and stuff. But remember, once we start leveling them up to a higher rating, they all go up by an X amount, and it will just become more dangerous anyway. Because to even attack the enemy HQ, which I don't even know where it is, probably over here somewhere, you would need hundreds of strength for sure. Okay, new wave spawning in. I don't actually need to go and defend against that, because both our sides have enough defense turrets to stop that from being a problem. Ooh. Yeah, it should be okay. we have the advantage here, apparently. Oh yeah, we've killed 4.3 million enemy metal, and we've lost 250k. So I would say that this place is probably okay. They don't need reinforcements for now. Okay, let's get moving, guys. To Nago. I got cloak units. Okay, bring in the engineers so we can spot them. What I'll do, if we do find a place that spawns in more ship lines, I need to get an anti-cloak there for sure. If I even get a chance to get one anyway. I love this, by the way. Every time you get these big ships, the Guardians, because you can convert them over, I just get more powerful zombies. It's pretty handy. Are they okay over here? I'm not so sure anymore. Problem is they're spawning in reinforcements, right? So it's got 25, but I think they keep bringing in more and more units. I could spawn in beam units, which would be splash. So these just shoot in a straight line and hit anything they see. So this would be brilliant against these massive swarm units when they get finished. They should build in time as well. Yes, more zombies for the zombie gods. Welcome. Welcome, Heavy Beam Guardian. I love the zombie thing. It's really fun. Finish the beam turrets. 50%. It's quite slow. Oh, this place here has a lot of defense value. 90. Where is that coming from? It's coming from 600 cloaked ships we can't even see. Bit terrifying. But we're converting a lot of them into our side though, which is good. The main reason I always go Parasite, by the way, is that if I do get screwed over by the game's random spawning, I always can capture the enemy ships. That's my main prerogative here. Like, even if I get the worst hand possible, I can spawn in my own allies by taking over theirs. I've got carriers. They spawn drones, but now it's my carrier. Love it. You can't zombify everything, by the way. There is a limit, so you can't like zombify like massive enemy flagships, unfortunately. But you can zombify everything that's quite like medium or small size. So we've pretty much handled this bit. So the next place is the one we've got to capture, right? So this is going to be a bit dodgy because this place actually has a eye. Now this is an easy eye as well. This one will attack with ion damage, so it's not going to be spawning in units. So I'm not too worried. Though it does have an AI magnifier. That does suck. So that will increase AIP by 5, but I need to get this turret schematic, so I have to do it anyway. But we have enough. We've got 50 in reserve. I'm mostly looking at the bottom where it says current mark level AI, 150 remaining. That's my main thing to keep an eye on there. Okay, I'll be ready to attack next. Nearly. God, they really do have a lot of cloaked ships. This is actually in my favour though, because the AI is assessed with cloaking units. They're not as strong as it would be if it was like just using really heavy units. It's more just situational. So as long as I can spot them, it shouldn't be too bad. They're still fighting over here. They've now lost nearly 6.5 million defense value. So what we got to do in this one, because we outnumber the enemy, is we need to get rid of the eye quickly. So what I need to do, we'll send around. So look at it, it's shooting big time. We've got to kill the guard post, right? So there's 6 of them. If we can send around this scout. Oh, it killed the guy that was anti-cloak. There's 1, 2, 3. We need 1 more. It says we have to get rid of least, has to be under 3. Okay, focus target. Take down these bases, please. Dude, you have to find the remaining watch posts. Where are they? Over there. No? There, got it. Okay, so if we quickly try and knock out these... I just lost my factory, by the way. So I had to bring in the cloak units, so... Wait, did it re-cloak? No. we might be in big trouble here. And also we're going to lose the military outpost because they're spawning more units. Damn it. Yeah, this is a problem because we can't see them. Massive issues here. Okay, what we do, we have to pull back. That eye is a problem. The eye is definitely a problem. How do I deal with this if I'm not unlocking any anti-cloaking units? We had to think about this a little bit. Unfortunately, with my retreat going on, they should be leaving soon. We've spawned in a counterattack of 103, so that's going to be really bad wherever that lands. But the enemy, even without that, is about to destroy my outpost, which is not good. Oh, they got it. That's a disaster. So we probably want to start building up some more defenses for my homeland because things are about to go very, very badly. Let's try and grab in... I had to build in the middle still, didn't I? Should have enough. A lot of turrets. That should keep us protected from any major enemy attack. Because we've already lost it, there's no point rushing the flagship there. We'll have to recapture it later on. So for now, we're going to pull back to the capital and take care of their next attack. Oh, this is going to suck, though. When they come bring in this giant counterattack force, it's going to be really bad. By the way, you can stop them by killing guard posts. But like I said, as I can't see them, I couldn't stay there. I had to retreat. And now they're going to attack the eco zone. So we might be able to hold this one, actually. If I send in the flagship with whatever's nearby, it's going to continually be replacing units anyway. But we had to stop the enemy, like, steamrolling my forces here. Okay, these are galactic strike forces. This is the one that's sole mission is to attack the HQ. But like I said, I think I've got enough defenses. It should be fine. I want to stop the guys inside here to stop them from spawning an extra strike force. Metal low. Oh no. Hold, men! Oh, are they going to hold? I know. That looks like it's okay. I think they got that under control. This bit, though, is way worse. We have a lot of enemies here, apparently. 90 strength. And they're also about to spawn 100 attack waves somewhere else as well. But where's that spawning in? I don't know. It's somewhere in the game. There's now 100 more ships than there was earlier. Now, we should be able to wear these guys down, right? If we got a continual operation of spawning units, it should be okay. And we have the big ships from my navy haven't arrived yet. They're still all over here. These guys are the main attack value. They need to get over and help me out a little bit. Hold them off. Probably should build more units again. But I'll keep it low for now because we haven't got enough metal, right? So the speed of production is slower than it should be. Guys, mugger frigates, you have to go faster. Why are you so slow? Are they going to attack up here? Kind of. It does seem the zombies got that under control, though. How are we looking? They're about to enter terrible, so we've got another probably like a minute until reinforcements arrive. But for the most part, that, everybody, has been the start of AI War 2. So, it's been an hour. I'll stop playing for now. This is definitely one of my favorite games. I found it like a few years ago, and I've literally have hundreds of hours in it. I think it's fascinating. I do hope that people enjoy it anyway. I think it's quite interesting. I'll be carrying this on anyway, and I don't know how long this is going to take. Because it's a level 7 AI, once we get rolling, I think we can probably finish it in like a week or two. But for the most part, it should be okay. I don't think I would lose for level 7, but it might give me a bit of touch and go moments like right now. Like right now, it's not looking too great, but we should be able to survive it. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.